One of the most critical areas in providing comfort and safety for your restaurant customers is a clean and dependable heating, ventilating, and air conditioning or HVAC system. Today we are going to examine some of the HVAC-related issues restaurant professionals are facing. We will also show you how YMGI can partner with you to provide solutions that can increase the quality of your indoor air to keep you compliant, reduce your HVAC costs, and improve the comfort level for your guests. All states and municipalities have strict guidelines that address the cleanliness of the air for restaurants. Periodic inspections are made by government agencies to ensure the cleanliness and safety of restaurant visitors. One of the most common violations is found in the HVAC units. Constant maintenance is required to the conventional duct systems which are found in most restaurants to deliver conditioned air that is clean and comfortable and stay compliant. The cost of maintaining these systems can run in the thousands of dollars per year due to the belts, pulleys, and other parts that wear out on a regular basis. Periodic duct cleaning is also required to prevent the growth of many unwanted problems, which we will look at in more detail in this video. Restaurants can receive written warnings, fines, or even be closed for not complying with these standards. Keeping the humidity at a reasonable level is hard enough for any home or business. This is especially challenging in the restaurant industry because of the amount of steam produced and used in preparing meals. The American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers, or ASHRAE, recommends humidity levels of no less than 30% in the winter and no more than 60% in the summer to maintain good personal comfort and promote a healthy indoor air quality. High humidity creates a warm, uncomfortable feeling for your guests who are looking to dine in a comfortable atmosphere. The loss of personal comfort often overwhelms everything else in their experience. Online reviews record instances where patrons have said, "The food and service were good, but I couldn't enjoy them due to the humid air in the sitting area." An increased humidity level can also produce dampness in your upholstery, carpeting, and draperies. This not only is uncomfortable for the diners at your establishment, but result in increased cleaning, repair, and replacement costs for you. Improperly regulated humidity also gives rise to many potential health issues that could result in illness, lawsuits, fines, and even the closing of your restaurant. Mold grows in warm, damp areas above 39 degrees Fahrenheit, which makes restaurant duct HVAC units very susceptible to its invasion. The moisture, teamed with the dust that is commonly present in these units, allows the growth of mold spores. As they incubate and grow, the mold attaches to ductwork, the indoor cooling coil, and supply registers. The air passes over the formed mold, again making the spores airborne as they break loose from where they were attached. This produces watery eyes, headaches, sore throats, and even dizziness for any occupant. Patrons who have experienced these symptoms in restaurants have successfully sued the owners and collected large cash rewards, while the owner continues to pay in terms of fines, remediation, repairs, and a closed business. Mold can also destroy property. It deteriorates wood, wallboard, and other surfaces that it comes in contact with. The only repair for mold on building materials is a costly remediation and renovation, which requires a temporary closing of the restaurant. Another enemy of the restaurant professional is bacteria. Quite possibly more devastating to business than mold, bacteria also breeds in damp and wet areas. HVAC drain pans are a favorite breeding ground for this menace. Condensate pans can become backed up with water due to either a clogged or improperly installed drain line. Consequently, the water in the pan becomes stagnant. When this happens, the spores in the air are drawn to the water. When they come together, they produce harmful offspring, which are picked up by the air which passes over them. When this happens in a restaurant, the results can be catastrophic. News reports of stomach illnesses and even death have been reported over the airwaves because the bacteria have settled in the food and were ingested by the patrons. Just as with mold, the restaurant is closed and an industrial hygienist must be hired to thoroughly decontaminate the facility. Not only that, but food must be disposed of and the restaurant faces fines and lawsuits. Many times, unpleasant odors in the HVAC system are tied to mold and bacteria, but not always. Unpleasant odors can result from an improperly maintained unit with a slipping fan belt, or as a result of annoying kitchen odor or smoke contamination, which enters the building through leakage or airflow shortcuts, or the makeup air vent. Unpleasant odors will send customers out the door quicker than they came in, resulting in lower sales for you. Many times, correcting this issue can be very costly and could result in the need to close the restaurant during the repairs. A noisy unit can be the result of poor maintenance, like a slipping fan belt or a bad fan bearing. It can also be the result of improperly sized or installed ductwork. Noise, due to HVAC problems, often produces a decline in sales, since many people prefer a quiet dining atmosphere. Correcting this problem can also be very costly and require closing for a time. Temperature control and energy efficiency are another battle many restaurant professionals face. All buildings naturally have warm and cold spots in various areas. This issue is magnified in a restaurant setting. Heat travels from warmer areas to colder areas. As a consequence, the customers seated closer to the kitchen may be too warm, while those near the door may be cold, which could translate into bad reviews. Older, inefficient duct systems use more energy to heat and cool. Plus, these systems are conditioning several areas at one time, not being able to compensate for the naturally occurring temperature differences. Add to that conference rooms or other sections that are not in use. Many times, these areas are still being conditioned even when empty. This is not only wasteful, but the profits that could have been used for updates and improvements to your restaurant are now going to pay the utility bills. Sooner or later, existing HVAC equipment will need to be replaced. Replacement of duct systems can range from $10,000 to over $50,000 depending on the unit and if it is placed on the roof. Many restaurant professionals delay this as long as they can, but eventually they must pay that bill. You need a solution that is energy efficient, reliable, and budget friendly. The YMGI Group is a manufacturer and supplier of HVAC equipment and also a provider of customized HVAC solutions to the restaurant industry. YMGI high-quality heating, ventilation, cooling, and dehumidifying equipment can provide you with dependable, energy-efficient solutions that can reduce the occurrence of the issues we discussed earlier. Our ductless and duct split systems can either work independently or together to provide a more even temperature control while effectively reducing the humidity to a safe and comfortable level. Each indoor unit has an onboard thermostat, allowing zoning capabilities to save energy and money. If a certain area is not being used, you can either shut off or set back that unit. Maintenance concerns and costs are reduced, since each air handler is supplied with their own washable filter and can be ordered with the optional enzyme filter for improved air quality. Available in single and multiple zone abilities, these units can be custom fitted to your individual needs. Our highly qualified team of caring professionals will work with you before, during, and after the sale to assess your heating, cooling, and dehumidifying needs. We can custom design a system for you that will provide the maximum comfort for your customers, keep you compliant with local and state codes, and lower your energy usage and costs. Contact us today and see how we can help you give your guests a pleasant dining experience.